ready for the 1 seed, Keefe?
Oh, I am ready for the 1 seed. I am absolutely ready. What a night last night was. That was a good win for the Patriots.
I'm moving past the division a little bit. That's done now after last night.
Oh, the division? Please.
Divisions.
The division was long over. They clinched. Are there T-shirts at the store?
Good question.
Hats?
Jones and Keefe, AFC East playoff predictor.
Here's an idea.
Yeah.
Get a AFC East division winning shirt, but in that nor'easter blue.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's real nice.
The AFC East runs through Foxborough.
I think
That was most of our audience.
I
right
want
there.
the hat. I want the shirt. I want the pants, the helmet, all of it.
I'm on to the 1 seed because the division, done.
It's a wrap.
Over and done. I mean,
It's a wrap.
If somehow Burrow beat the Pats this weekend and the Bills won last night on Thursday Night Football, you're looking at that Buffalo game going, okay, that's a big one. Bills are still in the mix. And I don't know how realistic it would have been that they lost to Burrow, and obviously the Bills already lost. But going into Thursday Night Football last night, if you're telling me the Bills are still alive, sure. They're done. I mean, that team is done, dead. In terms of the division, I'm not telling you they can't make the playoffs. I'm not telling you they can't even win a playoff game or two. But in terms of the AFC East,
Yeah.
the Pats are winning. It's done now.
Yeah, I would say that it is absolutely done. So the Patriots are 9-2. The Bills are 7-4. Even if the Patriots lose the next game with the Bills, there goes the direct head-to-head tiebreaker, right? But the next tiebreaker after that, if they somehow finish with the same record, so that would mean that the Bills would have to win out, the Pats would have to lose a game to the Bills and another game. Yeah. Maybe the Ravens, maybe whatever.
Yeah, say they lose to Buffalo and Baltimore, the Bills have to win out, and then the next tiebreaker is?
Division, which the Patriots, to this point, are undefeated. So let's say they lose that other Buffalo game. That'd be one loss in the division. The Bills already have
5-1.
two.
Bills already have 2. They lost to the Dolphins and you.
Okay, so they have the tiebreaker then. So basically they need to win out, and the Patriots need to lose 3 times. You see 3 losses on the schedule there for the Patriots?
No.
My God, no.
I'm not even positive I see 2.
You might not see 2.
I think they're going to split with the Ravens and Bills.
Yeah.
So, break those up however you want. For the Bills, the best case scenario would be the Bills beat them head-to-head.
Yeah.
I see 1 more loss, maybe 2. I definitely don't see 3.
No, it's pretty wild. But, yeah, that's it. I think the Bills are definitely a playoff team still. You know, you're looking at some of the other ones like we had on our big board yesterday with the Jaguars and the Texans and the Chargers and the Chiefs and the Ravens and all those teams. But just kind of pushing the Bills down there a little bit. Now you have those top 3 quarterbacks that are all going to be fighting for their lives to make the playoffs. Like Lamar Jackson, I think, still has an outside chance to win his division because the division's bad. But I don't think Mahomes or Allen are winning their divisions.
The Bills are not as good as they've been. It's all on Josh Allen,
all Josh Allen. Who didn't even have a good game, so you're not going to win if he doesn't have a good game.
I mean, the Bills had I thought Fitzpatrick did a great job highlighting this last night on Thursday Night Football. They had 1 play on offense. It was the James Cook touchdown. And that's it.
He's good. He's fast.
They had the one, and it was like a 3rd and short goal line Houston defense.
They love that swing pass just because it worked against the Bucs. They love that pass to the sideline.
But James Cook, it was like a goal line defense. He broke through the line. There was nobody back there. I'm not saying it doesn't count, but that was the one play they had on offense. They had a kick return for a touchdown, sick Ray Davis touchdown. They didn't do anything.
No.
They didn't do anything all night long.
They picked up a 4th and 27.
Oh, that was sick. It's all on Josh Allen.
That's it.
It's all on Josh Allen. And that Houston defense, the Jones and Keefe standings tried to warn you.
Oh, my God. We're all over it.
If there's anything.
We told you, look at this team.
If there's anything we learned from the hours and hours of math that we did on the Jones and Keefe standings to basically come up with the same AFC standings, it's that Houston's actually kind of good. And Buffalo, little overrated. Go back and really look at Buffalo and what they've done this year. They started 4-0, Keefe.
Yes, they did.
And
one real win in there.
They should have lost to Baltimore week 1. That was a crazy comeback.
Yeah.
But give them that. That was Lamar Jackson. That was the Ravens at full strength.
Good week 1 game. Then
the next 3, they smoked the Jets. They beat Miami. They actually were losing to New Orleans late in that game, but they ended up beating New Orleans. So those are 3-0 wins.
Yep.
Lost 2 straight. Pats at home, and then at Atlanta.
The Falcons.
Where they scored 14 points.
Correct.
They had the bye week. They smoked Carolina. Then they beat Kansas City. That's a real win.
Good win.
Since then, they've lost to Miami. They beat Tampa. They lost to Houston. So there are some good wins in there.
Yeah.
But they have dropped 4 of their last 7.
They've also lost 3 road games, and they're not going to have any home games, I don't think, in the playoffs. There's also that.
Look at their last 4 road games. They scored 40 against Carolina. The other 3 losses, 14 against Atlanta, 13 against Miami, 19 against Houston, and 7 of those were a special teams touchdown.
By the way, they still have to go to Pittsburgh. They obviously are going to come to New England, and then they have another game at Cleveland, which they should win. They also have a home game against Philadelphia still remaining on the schedule. So we're talking about what would have to happen if the Bills win out. They're not going to win out. They play the Pats and the Eagles in a road game against Pittsburgh. Like I don't think they're going to win out. This is funny because I remember, I think it was 2 years ago, there was talk because the Bills had lost the game or whatever about if their window had closed, and Jim Nantz for some reason got all defensive about it. And Jim Nantz and Romo were talking about what are you talking about? They still got Josh Allen, this, that, and the other thing, and what a crazy statement. I would suggest the window was never open. They never made the Super Bowl.
Good point.
Right? They've made, a couple conference championship games. They've lost those ones.
It never truly opened.
No, what are you talking about? At least Burrow's been to a Super Bowl. Josh Allen's never made the Super Bowl, and now they've taken a giant step backwards. It's just him. They've done a really poor job at surrounding him with pieces. They don't have a great defense. Even Kansas City, you got to give them credit. Over the time that Mahomes was there, they did invest in defense. They had Chris Jones. They improved on it. They have no receivers to speak of in Buffalo at all.
Nope.
Their defense has gotten worse, it feels like. And it's Josh Allen and a little bit of James Cook and nothing else. We do the exercise every Friday before the Patriots play their opponent. What player would you want off the other team? And with the Bills, for a team that was predicted to go to the Super Bowl by some people, it's amazing. They really don't have a lot of options.
To our credit, in Week 5, we played that game. We're anybody but Josh Allen.
Yeah.
We played that game, and it's there isn't much. And I remember being surprised. There are not a lot of realistic options on that roster. It's a sneaky bad roster.
Even more credit to us.
More credit.
This preseason, I remember this was a classic Would You Rather Wednesday question. Because this is before we knew what the Patriots receiving core was going to be in the season. But, especially with Diggs being on the Pats now, we asked the question, would you rather have the Pats wideouts or the Bills wideouts? And you're like, wait a minute. Not really that close. Pats wideouts.
Right. It's really not
and
even a debate.
We weren't even super high then on them. Right? We didn't see Diggs be this healthy. We didn't see Kayshon Boutte really emerge. So
we didn't know Mac Hollins was going to be this good.
All that stuff. And even then, on paper, you're the Bills receivers are pretty bad.
No, they're bad. Tony Shavers led them in receiving a couple of weeks ago. I don't even know who that is.
Was Keon Coleman a first or second round pick?
I think he was a high second.
He's a bust.
I also think he's second. Yeah.
Did you see him yesterday on the field? So he's a healthy
on
scratch.
On the sideline, yeah.
Pregame.
Oh, no.
He's on the field. Bills minority owner Tracy McGrady talked to him for several minutes.
Nice.
He was probably dude, get your head out of your ass. So he missed practice or was late to practice 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And he's been a healthy scratch back-to-back weeks.
Was he puking at the casino like CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens?
Dude, those guys had a good game.
He wasn't puking.
Those guys, he can handle his liquor.
Don't disrespect him like that, Jones.
He said he can handle his liquor.
It's
a good story. They didn't play right away, but then they played well.
I have a lot of stories that I really like that are going on. J.J. McCarthy, 9.
Loser.
His alter ego and his neurological pathways that he's been talking about. I like that story.
He's a loser.
CeeDee Lamb barfing his brains out at, what was the casino again? I
don't know,
the casino off the
did
top
he
of my head.
Play his tail off or what?
Well, no, he dropped a touchdown late.
They won going away, and I'm pretty sure he had a monster game.
He got benched to start that game. What was the casino? Red Rock Casino.
Red Rock?
Just barfing his brains out with George Pickens the night before the game.
Maybe somebody slipped him a Mickey.
I like that story. No? I also like A.J. Brown being yeah, I guess if you're saying I fell off, I guess Saquon's fallen off too. It's that is a mess.
Their team is wild.
There's a lot of good stories in the NFL.
Juicy stories. Meanwhile, the Patriots just cruising.
Well, I was going to say, that the headline might be, the Bills are dead. In the AFC East, the Bills are dead.
The window that was never opened has now been shut.
Twitch chat said it might have been unlocked. They were never good enough to open it.
Maybe they unlocked the window and they're now's our time. Look, Mahomes is here.
Josh Allen is awesome.
Yes.
No complaints about Josh Allen. Yeah. They've done nothing to surround him. So was
Dan Marino. Dan Marino was awesome.
They've done nothing to surround him. And I didn't think Allen was particularly good last night. He was frustrated. No. He was constantly slamming his helmet. He took that 118-yard sack that was a brilliant, just effort play by Will Anderson.
Will Anderson's nice.
Will Manderson is what he was last night, Keefe. He was a man.
Are you trying to start that? Or
has it already been No. Well, I would guess it's already been done. You don't think that's been taken?
I don't think so.
Well, then,
I think that's
copyright. Copyright that.
You can have it.
Make those T-shirts.
Will Manderson?
Will Manderson is what he was last night because he was a man. That play, though, where he had Josh Allen wrapped up, and Allen circled back around, and Anderson still got him. Unbelievable.
He's nice.
So,
but that Texans team, you're like, huh? Like, you kind of like side-eye them. You're like, that's a good defense.
I told you yesterday.
I know. You're high on the Texans.
I wanted Houston to cover. I said,
did you end up taking a money line?
No, I should have.
Coward.
No. Oh, definitely not money line. I didn't pick him to cover. Keefe, I didn't touch.
You didn't even touch the game?
No, I didn't even touch him.
You were talking all this noise about, like, you know what? If they had C.J. Stroud, I'd pick him to win the game.
Okay, well, they didn't. So
well, they had Davis Mills.
Davis Mills over C.J. Stroud.
I said, well,
Davis Mills got to keep
him. He got his neck.
You got to keep him in there.
So
how about Nick Caley call him?
I said if they had C.J. Stroud, I'd take a money line. They didn't, so I didn't.
But you said I still like points.
Well, you asked me to make a pick. I said I like him with the points last night. Well, so that defense
should have gone with your gut.
Oh, I should have.
Yeah.
That defense is unreal. And I'm not I still think Denver's a better defense.
Same.
They said 18,000 times on the broadcast, this is the number one defense in the NFL. This is the number one defense in the NFL. And I started the game going, it's Denver. And at the end of the game, I still think it's Denver, but I was like, I see what you guys were talking about. That defense is
legit.
Daniil Hunter and Will Manderson is an unreal combination. And they didn't just frustrate Josh Allen. They had him completely flustered last night.
Yeah.
So a lot of good stories going on.
I'm having an orgasm over Drake
Okay, I was going to bring this up.
Yeah, who's playing better right now?
Text line and Twitch chat they're calling for you, Susan.
Susan.
She
couldn't have watched last night's game.
Susan, no offense, but proof of life. We want to hear from you out there.
I hate the media.
The people want to hear from you, Susan.
Yeah, they do.
And again, just again, proof of life. We're just checking.
Drake May.
No
right
offense.
Now,
do not take that personally. We're just checking.
Yeah.
But the people want to hear from Susan.
Give us a shout. Our number hasn't changed. Yeah, that Texans team, looking at it, they started the year 0-3. And then so they've turned it around quite a bit.
And I don't have it in front of me. I'm pulling it up right now. But who did they start by losing to?
Rams, Bucks, Jaguars.
Yeah. You're like, okay, like that's all of a sudden those are 3 games where you look back and you go, okay, well they didn't start the year on time and there were 3 tough matchups.
They also lost to Seattle and Denver.
And they needed a last-second field goal to beat the Titans.
They
did
that.
Oh, did they beat them?
They beat them twice. They've already beaten Tennessee twice.
Yeah, they played Tennessee twice. I mean, that'll fatten up your win total.
They split with Jacksonville. They also beat San Francisco. And they beat Baltimore. But I'm pretty sure that was a Lamar game. Not a Lamar game.
That was without Lamar.
No, yeah, right. But, I mean, beating Buffalo on Thursday Night Football, that's a big win. How about this, though, for the Texans? At Indianapolis, at Kansas City the next 2 weeks. Eeks.
Well, or they
haven't even played Indy yet, so they got 2 games with Indy.
Is Daniel Jones going to play?
I think the other way to look at it is they can do a lot of work for you. Like, do you think the Colts are sitting there wanting to play that team, or the Chiefs want to play that team? Hell no.
I bet the Texans and Colts split. They have 2 games left against each other. I bet they split, which is good news for the Patriots. That opens the door up even more for the number 1 seed.
That Texans team might do a lot of your dirty work to getting the 1 seed, is what they might do in the case of Indianapolis, and maybe in the case of knocking the Chiefs out of the postseason. And they just gave you the division last night.
The Bills have got to be
what
shooketh.
happened.
The Bills have got to be sitting there being like, all right, we waited 20 years for Tom Brady to leave the division because the division just wasn't up for grabs for 20 years. And then now's our time. We have Josh Allen. We now have this division's version of Tom Brady for the next wave. And they won a few division titles. They won a few playoff games. They never made the Super Bowl because he had Patrick Mahomes. But now all of a sudden you have another stud quarterback in your division. And you're losing these games. You lost the head-to-head game already, but now you can't even hold on. Year 2 of Drake May, and the Buffalo Bills can't win the division. That's got to be pretty rough.
That's going to stick in your craws, what that's going to do. So lots of ways to get in touch here today. 617-779-7937. Susan, that's your number. You know it. You can also interact on the text line. Same on Twitter and Instagram, at Jones and Keefe. Our hashtag Hoss of the Week is a Houston Texan. Herb Street said Trent Brown these days is 390.
Before breakfast.
Yeah, I'll take the over on that. But Trent Brown, former Patriot and current Houston Texan, our Hoss of the Week. You can seek that out at Jones and Keefe on Twitter and Instagram. Watch along and chat, twitch.tv/BostonWEEI. Always, and I mean always, a healthy chat going on Twitch. Same on YouTube. You can watch there. You can chat there. Just subscribe to WEEI. A reminder, football talk on WEEI presented by Paramount Plus. You can't count on much these days, but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. Watch your local game live every Sunday, all season long. Just visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today.